do this. Welcome, game developers and 3D modelers, to Doug Teaches Blender. Yes. So, we are modeling an interior because I don't know what you people want in Blender. So, the first thing we're going to need to do is import a floor plan. I don't care how you get it, so long. I'm just going to use reference art. So, I'm going to import image as a plane. Where's digital media? Are I gonna use this interior? Probably. But first I gotta find reference art, which was staring me in the face. Import that. So right now it's all white. That's because shading is not turned on. So boom. And this is our stupid little thing. So what we're gonna do? This tutorial is mainly gonna focus on one thing: modeling the walls. So I'm gonna scale this out. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna hit S. Scale this bitch. So how will you do this? There are multiple. There is no. Now, for the record, there is no set way to model an interior. Whether you want to use a plane to a cube, doesn't matter. What matters is how it gets done. In this case scenario, we are just going to focus on making the outer walls, not the floor, not the roof, none of that bullshit. I might use this as like some type of reference just to model out the rest of the crap and say like, oh, here's how you model this, here's how you model that, here's how you do this, here's how you do that bullshit. Now, that being said, I'm gonna use the best method I know, which is cube modeling. So I'm going to add a cube. Now, there's my cube. I'm going to move it on the y-axis. And then I'm just going to move it there. And then I'm going to move it on the x. I'm going to move it right about there. Fuck me sideways. Mother... Pan this. Ugh. I'm going to try to center it as best as I can. I could... Where's that fucking snap tool? I could use snap and then... What's the hotkey for snap tool again? Shit, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, shift tab, there you go. So I'll turn snapping off. I'm going to scale this on the Y. Ugh. I'm going to scale this on the y-axis. So scale this down until I get around about there. And yes, I'm aware that it's halfway down. I don't mind. I will, if worst case scenario, I'll scale it up. Or I'll move it up. Right now, I don't care about how giant the walls are. So, how does this shit get made? Now I'm going to hit tab to go into edit mode. I'm going to hit the number 3 key, click on this face, and you guessed it, we are going to extrude the fuck out of this. Really? Yeah. That's how it's made. That's one of the ways. What about planing? What about plane? Using a plane, they do the same goddamn thing. Really? Yeah, the only difference is they merge a bunch of the vertices. So, let's start with extruding this bitch. So I'm going to hit E to extrude. As you can see, I'm making the wall. But I'm going to stop right here. So I can make sure... Fucking... My keyboard is acting like my mouse, and that's betraying me. Anyway, so... I gotta GX this. I'm gonna move this on the X-axis. G is the hotkey to move, and then, once you hit G, hit X to move it on the X-axis. Anyway, so I have to make sure I have enough room for this to actually be extruded. So I'm going to hit E again, extrude this out, there, and I'll extrude that wall later. Right now, I have to finish the outer wall. So I'm going to hit E again, extrude, I'm going to stop right there. Oh, you fucking asshole. Isn't this the same thing you did with the fucking Bolter tutorial? Yep. But this is how you do it with houses. Are you serious? Yes. Now, why did I stop there? So this way I have a corner. Now, I could have loop cut it, but, like, no, this is much easier, trust me. Well, you just hit E, so that way I can just trace. Now, this was intentional, so I can go back to the top after this is said and done. I'm going to hit E again. Screw that. Right there. Then I'm going to hit E again. Screw that. Yeah, because at this point, this is interior. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, okay. I'll finish this one out. So, but first I gotta make sure it's in the right order. So I gotta G this on the Y. Like that. It's not as next to the walls. Doesn't fucking matter. Okay. E. Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm just gonna use G, Y. Right there. And then E again. Are you sure this is what people want? E. You know, the ironic thing is this was in the. Oh yeah, this was your East Village Deb diary. Is that still ongoing? Yes. Oh. E. Okay. Now, to hit this. Now, this might seem counterintuitive because this is clearly supposed to be a door. Yeah, and E. Uh, yeah. Wait, what? Yep. Why? Because we're gonna have to boolean this. Oh, yeah, we're gonna boolean the shit out of this. God damn it, shift. Uh, G. No, no! Ah, fuck. Ugh. Wait, where's the. Okay, whatever. E. And there. Shift. You fucking bastard. E again. Ether. Ah, fuck. What happened? The shift key decided to stick. E again. I'll stop it there because, yeah. Okay. Shift, you motherfucker. G on the Y. Z again. And zoom. G on the Y. E. Oh, God. Shut up. Comes with the territory, dude. E. Makes you wonder why you don't asset flip. G on the X. Just move this back. E to make sure that we have a wall here. E again. So what are you gonna do about the windows? Okay, so the windows. I mean, to be fair, we'll deal with that. But like, G on the X. For now, I mean, yeah, we'll deal with the windows later, not now. But essentially, we could just loop cut it, give it an interior bevel, give it an inset, extrude it inwards, and then give it a specific um, material ID to say, hey, this is a fucking window. Make sure that you're translucent AF. It's, God damn this thing. If there's a balcony, how are we going to do that? That involves the floor. We don't necessarily need to worry about that because the floor is its own mesh, and the this fucking shift key. The floor is its own uh, element. Same goes with the roof. Ah, yeah. Shift G on the Y, G on the Y. Okay. Cement. Are you sure? What? Oh, the different sizes. Again, we'll worry about that. We'll worry about that later. Not now. We don't need to worry about that now. G on the Y, E. And now what we need to do is I will get all these things. I'll turn on that, and then G on the Y. Uh, so I turned on Snap Tool, make it as close as I can. Looks like there's a little fall off, but nothing. It won't. People won't fucking notice. So I grab these two. I right click. I don't want to extrude. I want to bridge these faces. So now we have our wall. Ah, Doc. Again, it's not that noticeable. Just because it's highlighted. Like, look. Ow. Yeah. No one's gonna notice a goddamn thing. If you really want to make it like, oh, I really want it to be, to scale, then you'd essentially just have to get the verts on this side of this side of things and just move them inward. But I'm not doing that because that's no, I have better things to do right now. So what? We're just going to extrude this? Like I said, we gotta extrude the living shit out of this. Are you fucking kidding me? Nope. We hit E. Why is that? Oh, that's because snapping is still on, so Shift Tab to turn it off. This and G on the Y. Make sure we have that. E. So when we bridge these two faces, I mean we can. We don't have to. Why? Because it's an interior wall. And as far as that, yeah, there's a door, but we can literally make a door mesh. So it's not a fucking end of the world. Okay. E. So I don't need to do anything with that. You need to get E'd. E. And this is just how you do it. Oh, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck! E. Alright, so zoom in. G on the Y. Just to move this up. E. There's a lot of E. The power of E, baby. It is real. So, bedroom's gonna have to have a door, but we'll see that when we're doing this. And, okay, we have our walls. Cool. We're done here. What? Yeah. Why? Like, can we just, do more? Why would we want to do more? Because then we'd have to get into booleans and... No. So, is this whole thing gonna be like a lesson plan? Yeah, we're gonna... So, here's what's gonna happen next week. Next week, because I gotta look at the floor plan again, we are going to... first, we're gonna boolean the door. We're gonna make a boolean out of the door, so that way this place is gonna be accessible. And same goes with out here, because guess what? This is a door. Dumbledore. Fuck you. Anyway, point is, we're going to do that, and then as well as make the windows. So that means we are going to do some loop cuts. Um, yeah, we're going to be doing some loop cuts, and yeah, wouldn't it have been easier to just the whole thing out? Yes, but no. I mean, no, it's fine. Like also, because like one of the things I'm going to show off is how to like optimize manually, because that also needs to be a thing. So yeah, and then here, narrator, and there you have it, game developers and 3D modelers. Tune in next week for Doug teaches Blender. Yes. Boom.